everybody. I have to do a little strength. I apologize if you hear screaming. My kids are home while my son gets OT. So I'm hiding in my office. I'm going to do a quick round of Arse Inferno. Going to go over the forum cues. And going to remind you who this is for. This is for everybody that I'm training right now that wants to do it. Yay! So if this is something you want to add to your repertoire, go for it. If I'm not training you, that's fine. But understand, you do this at your own risk. I'm not actually your coach. Yeehaw! Here we go. Get my watch ready so I can put this on Strava. You can see this in my back, right? I notice it now more and more with the streaming, like how my back became bad in the first place and why my spine needs so much help. I had no idea. As short as I am, I walk like this so much. Anyway. Every time I pass a mirror or a window or any reflective surface, it used to be I was looking to see if my belly was sticking out further than my boobs. Now I'm looking to see if I've got the C-spine going on and correct it. Oh well. Where is timers? Whew. Okay. I'm ready if you are. Arse Inferno is a 4-minute series. I call it Desk Series number 4 because it is the 4th in a series designed for people to be able to do at their desks multiple times throughout the day. I always say aim for 3, space them out. It is good strength training. It's also a little bit of cardio mixed in. So if the next few months are about either building muscle or losing weight, which to do effectively, you got to build a whole lot of muscle. This is a good way to get that little metabolic boost throughout the day. Now, this is not all you should be doing, but it's not a bad thing to add into an existing program. Double check, though, with your nutritionist, with your strength coach, with your run coach, with anyone you're working with before going here, though. And more than anything else, clear any new exercise routine with your doctor before you get started. Yeah, of course there's always furloughed foam rolling. Hell yeah. Yeah, you do. So glad you joined. Yay for furloughed foam rolling. I'm real sorry that's affecting you guys, by the way. How ridiculous is that? Anyway, so we're going to watch this now. We get to the end of Arse Inferno and you're like, I can't do that. I'm not there yet. Because this isn't necessarily designed to be progressive, but some of the cues, the things that you have to think about are a little bit out there. So the best place to start, if you're like, this is too much, if you have my December plan, the strength for the month of December, Desk Series number 1, is terrific. If you don't have the December plan, go to my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Coach MK Fleming, and all one word, Coach MK Fleming, and you should be able to find, because I've got playlists in there now, and I have not sorted all of my videos, but these are my old Twitch streams. So the ones that are good or better, where I break things down and it's helpful, I'm in the process of going through and renaming and relabeling everything, and that's going to take a while. We're not there yet, but right now I have 2 playlists: my soliloquies, effectively my lessons, word salads, and then strength circuit breakdowns and demonstrations. So you can hop in there and see at least the stuff that I've been working on since October. So here we go. We're going to start with Arse Inferno. Remember the cue here, if you're sitting, and it's easier to try this when you're sitting, is to exhale. Actually, let's do that. I sit on a wobble pod all day. All right. So this is just normal sitting. This is how most of us sit. Take a deep breath, roll your shoulders back, and try to draw the bottom part of your shoulder blades together. That's locking your cage. That's a subtle move. The next step, and this is not one you can think about really when you're running, because it's too much, but It's when you need to think about when we're setting good form for any sort of strength work. It's loading. So we lock the back and then we load the front, which is a big exhale with the focus on drawing the lower points of your rib cage together. If you do Pilates or yoga, they talk about knitting your rib cage together. And what most people do is they will hold it up in here, and this is a real release and a narrowing, and it's actually less work. Okay, so these are neuromuscular patterns that you've held on to for a long time. Most people carry stress in their shoulders. We get rid of that, like you're reaching your head toward the sky, reaching your armpits towards your waist. Exhale and knit those ribs together. So if you see any models on Instagram that are being like, oh yeah, I'm having a good day, guarantee it started with a big exhale and a rib knit. This is the side view. Just sitting. Roll those shoulders back. Lock the cage. Load the front. Big difference, right? In yoga, they use the cue, draw your belly button towards your spine, which is not a bad cue. It's just, I've seen that one abused, where people are like, and in order to get more space for their belly button, they take a bigger breath and wear their shoulders for earrings, which is kind of not what we want. First, we lock the back. Then we load the front with a big exhale to draw that belly button where it needs to be. Oh, see you later, Christine. Thanks for coming by. Yay, more desk stuff. I told you guys I was going to keep doing this. What I can't do is take money for anything until, because that's making a promise, right? That's contract. Then if I don't show up, the one night I don't show up, it's like, I want a $3 refund because I did the math and I know what I paid per day and Coach MK didn't fulfill. Therefore, I want a discount because I also know how you guys feel about discount codes. So I'm not making promises till I know what kind of promises I can keep. And if I'm not talking to you directly and you feel like that's not fair, I apologize. There just happened to be a lot of that. We're in a time and a place where women have been told to ask for more, but they forget that what ask for more means was to ask for more responsibility, to ask for validation, to ask for acknowledgement, to ask for that pay raise that you had been denied, to ask to say, hey, I'm worth it and I deserve it. When you ask for more, trying to drive more value out of every dollar spent, you could be crushing another woman and a small business at the same time. So there's a balance. I'm not sure where that balance is. So, and I feel awkward telling women like, hey, this is not the time or place to ask for more. So until I can make a promise and stand by it, and all of this is truly seen as a free service that is appreciated, and that's going to take some time, and that's cool. Luckily, I got nothing but time because I got to go fight with the district about an IEP. Yay! And I still got a mangled back, so I got to do a lot of strength, and yay for you. Yay for you. All right, here we go. One last drink of water, and I'll stop procrastinating. This series is awful. Big toes up, lock, load, down to a squat. Little pulses, right foot off the floor, pulses on the left, focusing the whole time on opening up the collarbones and keeping that load going. When it comes to pulses, small ones are sweeter. Get as deep into the squat as you can. Focus on not just this, but pressing the ball of your toe into the ground. With the big toe lifted, it's a lot easier to manage because your knee doesn't want to go inward then. It's a lot of work. switching legs. See, that minute flies. When it comes to these pulses, small ones are sweeter. We want slow and controlled. That's how power is generated. It's not through getting more. I don't even count. I think about my form. I think about exhaling every time I pulse downward. Okay, the next one, down as low as you can. Don't let your knees touch. We want the balls of your feet at the edge of a book or a weight, something about an inch tall. Your upper body is not moving. Your glutes, your quads, and your IT bands are doing all the work. Because we're not lifting your whole body, this is technically not a calf raise, because your calves are not the one doing the work. This is more like a quad stabilizer. Forgot to start my watch. Don't worry about how high you raise your ankles or how high you raise your heels. I don't really care. It's not about high. Higher is not better. Crap, I forgot the squish ball. Let me use this. This is a bigger move. Shoot from the side. Again, the focus is on this. Don't worry if you can't go as low with something between your knees. That is not a big deal. And that's it. Yay. That. Whew. That's Arse Inferno. And my heart rate is now 142. So that's one of the reasons why this is good for your metabolism, especially if you're trying to lose weight. We just got my heart rate up as high as I would want it to be in an easy effort run. Yay! And we kept it there for 4 minutes. I'm going to try to do this one more time today before I stream tonight. And I'm aiming to stream tonight. Fingers crossed. Life will be back to normal, truly back to normal once the kids go back to school on Monday, but we are just hanging on for dear life between now and then. So I'll check. Yay! Thank you. I'm glad you like the creativity. It is hard, but it's also hard to translate to paper, which is why I have to demonstrate, because after all the time people are like, no, I don't want videos. Just write it down so I can read it at my leisure. Well, when I do that, no one knows what the F I'm talking about. So, yay! Come here and figure out what I'm talking about. This is one thing you can ask for more of, and I've always got it, because you're coached and you're loved, and if you don't have children downstairs that you're hiding from, you're winning at life. See you later.